I think that you realize life not just through your eyes, but through your pores also. I mean, your body takes in things. So all the things that I've gathered over the years that I've been on this planet, like if you're a receiver of information, if you imagine yourself as an antenna, it's like all this stuff has traveled through me, goes through me, and it has to come out. There's obviously something fantastic about, like natural formations. They strike out at you. Things are fabricated in the studio. I mean, I've aged things either with vats of either acid or rust baths and things like that. I find that that aspect brings me closer, at least cosmically, to like how things are created. So this is kind of like this kind of ongoing realization of as us being a part of nature, not separate from it. The wood, it definitely like pulls you closer to the earth. It's connected. No matter what objects you decide or things you decide to work with, you will find a way to sort of like, they're going to just become you, because you don't have much of a choice. It's going to become like, all the things that you touch are now going to be like, just, filled with this, the things that That's coming with you. You don't have to call on it. It's just coming. That's why I said, if I get up in the morning, I know I have to work. I don't necessarily say, I'm going to make work about this or that, It's like, it's just going to happen. It's like, it's just going to work. It's just, all that other stuff is going to come into play. You don't have to call on it. It's just there. It's life, I wake up in the morning, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I don't go through slumps. I mean, the work is sort of like, it's self-perpetuating, so it lives on itself. So it's like I get up, what I investigated yesterday has led to some new realization, and I'm onto that. It's not like, I have all these answers, and it's like the work is like without a struggle. I mean, actually struggle is, the fact that you don't have the answers is actually the most beautiful part of the journey.
Are you the kind of artist that works 12 hours straight in your studio?
Something like that. 16. 16, 17, 18. There used to be 20-hour days, but I stopped that. Like in the studio, what usually happens is I'm rotating 7 things, and they kind of balance one another. And I find that like they assist one another in completing themselves. So it's never just one thing. I'll work on something, and I'll take it to near completion. And if it's not working out, I'll take it apart and I'll make something else with it. A lot of my works are actually created by way of, say, like other works that were trying to get there. And some works actually would have been considered finished. I mean, like, and they get taken apart. And most people around me know that. They call it cannibalism. I think they call it that. Yes, I would call it evolution, but I've heard it called cannibalism. I never would have used that word.
Was that sad for you?
Sad? Are you crazy? That ain't sad. Man, that's just life. It's like, man, I don't have a problem with that at all. The gallery always has a problem with that because they want you to hold on to things. And it's like I said, don't send it back to me. It's not a good idea. And they know this. They all know this. Clarity is the gift, not necessarily the supposed talent, but having clear vision. So if you're up against something, then all of a sudden you find that what you're made of. So and I found out early. So I had parents that were totally against. I mean, I grew up in a project, so that gives you an idea anyway of like, I mean, the bleakness of that kind of living and having someone that was always wanting to draw and paint and stuff like that, and not paying attention in school. I mean, it makes perfect sense that my parents were kind of like, you gotta stop this. And like, they couldn't stop me. So yeah, clarity, yeah, that's what that was.
wow, wow.